With everything that's going on in the Middle East at the moment, we're in the middle of an energy crisis. The cost of fuel, people are going nuts about these sort of things. And there is a move, or there is a consideration of, do I go out and buy an EV or an electric vehicle? And whilst we were, previously when you went out and bought an electric vehicle, particularly through a novated lease, there was a fairly decent free kick that went your way. But last night, we saw the paring back of that a little bit. You want to give us an update there?
Yeah, so the EV FBT exemption currently in place is going to get wound back from April 2029. So in effect, if you buy EV today, it is effectively FBT exempt completely, and which is providing a considerable free kick to those participating. So the government still wants you to buy EVs, and it's great for the environment, and particularly less strain on fuel in situations like we've got at the moment. But effectively, that's going to get scaled back to a 25% discount over time.
Okay. So I think the rationale that the government used on that basis, they were talking about EVs, and when they first brought out this policy, there weren't many choices, and the going rate was, in theory, they were looking at the Tesla in theory, which was the baseline. Today, we have a lot more EVs where they're coming in at 30 and 40 grand, 50 grand. So from that point of view, would it be fair to say what the government is doing kind of makes sense?
100%. I think there was a complete underestimation in terms of the take-up of people probably wanting to buy electric vehicles. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, the volume of suppliers that have actually entered the Aussie market. As you drive down the freeway today, look around you, probably 50% of the cars are brands that were not here 2 years ago.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The other thing that's also interesting is that the government, when they did their research and so on, they were looking and going, well, it was the affluent people who had the EVs rather than your battlers from that point of view. So they were the ones picking up the benefit. So as you can see, this budget has really targeted the people that were picking up benefits, i.e. people with trust, people with capital gains, people with negative gearing, and now the EVs from that point of view. So that's the emerging theme. If you were trying to figure out what that looked like, that's that one.